QXO is one of North America's largest distributors for roofing, exterior, and decking building products. Use the JobTread and QXO integration to browse products, add them to your budget, and place an order directly through JobTread. Begin by connecting JobTread to your QXO account. Head to your JobTread settings, and then click on the Integrations tab. Now scroll and select the QXO tile. If you already have a QXO account, click the Connect to QXO button and then log in to QXO to authenticate your account. If you do not have a QXO account yet, follow the link on the left to sign up for QXO through the JobTread Marketplace. Once JobTread is connected to your QXO account, select which roles in your company are allowed to use the integration and place orders directly through QXO. Once you do so, you are ready to begin leveraging the integration for faster estimating and ordering. You can access the QXO catalog through your job budget or your catalog. Let's head to our job budget. And then open the Global Catalog by clicking on the small gray Global Catalog button on the bottom of your budget. When we select QXO, we can specify our QXO branch, and then select the QXO credit account. Now we can begin browsing the QXO products. Let's select some individual items that we'd like to add to our job budget. We can use the categories to search for the product, and then we can even expand it to choose the specific option for that product. Each of these options has their own SKU number. Let's go ahead and add a few more items. Now, if you have material templates already set up in your QXO account, you can click the Templates tab on the top. This will add all the materials from the chosen template to your budget. Great! Now we will map the material details that are saved in QXO with our cost item details within JobTread, so everything is pulled in as expected. Start with your cost codes or accounting codes. Then map the cost types, and in most cases, this will be materials. Now let's map the units of measurement. The QXO units shown here will be included in your QXO order later, so match these with similar units of measurement that are saved in your JobTread account. For example, QXO uses the unit RL and you can match it with roll, or PC can be matched to piece. Lastly, if you have cost item custom fields, you can choose to map additional items from the QXO products to your JobTread cost items so you pull in all the important details. Now click Add. All the selected items are now added to your job budget. Note that the cost added to the budget is the pre-tax cost, as QXO does not provide the tax amount until the order stage. Therefore, it's important to factor in the purchase tax right into your profit margins within your budget. Let's add quantities to each of these items. Almost done. And now let's move them into our materials group to keep it nice and organized. And we will save our changes. Let's say that you added these items weeks ago and the prices are outdated. Well, simply select all your items and then choose the mass action called Update Costs from Global Catalog. Now you will see the discrepancy from the cost that you've saved in your budget and the updated pricing at your QXO location. Choose which items to update, and then simply click Confirm to push the updated QXO pricing to your job budget. Now, we recommend always updating the pricing just before you create a proposal or estimate for your customer to make sure that you have the most accurate estimate at that time. Well, we'll create our proposal next just to get these items approved by our customer by clicking plus Document, and then we'll choose our customer order template. Select the items that you'd like to include, and then we'll click Create. Great, now you can send your proposal to your customer and add a message if you'd like. Once the customer approves the proposal, you've sold your job and you've locked in your budgeted cost for the job, which is shown in the costing portion of the budget. The next step in the estimating to ordering process is now to order your materials. So we'll do so by creating a vendor order. Click Plus Document. Within the vendor order template, select the QXO order. Now on the supplier pop-up, we will verify our branch location and our QXO credit account. Then select whether you'd like the materials to be delivered or if you'd like to pick them up. For pickup, you need to specify the pickup date and time. But for delivery, we can edit the delivery address and choose the delivery date. Of course, as always, add special instructions to the order if needed. Now, with your QXO orders, there may be some additional fees incurred for shipping, handling, and processing. So you can choose how you want those other fees to be added to your budget. By default, a new cost item will be added to your budget to account for these fees. However, if you'd like to, you can select an existing cost item for the fees. All budget items that were originally added from the QXO Global Catalog will be listed here, and those that have been approved through a customer order are pre-selected. We can further select and deselect any items for this order. Then we can verify and edit the quantities. Be sure to pay close attention to the units of measurement as the order will be placed using QXO's standard units. Now the total listed here is the estimated total used for processing the order. Other fees such as taxes and shipping will be added to the order. When you're ready, click Submit Order. A QXO vendor order is automatically created and sent directly to QXO. Awesome work. Now we'll see the QXO order number added to the vendor order number at the top, as well as the QXO View Orders Details button on the top right, which will bring us directly to the associated order in our QXO account. Within our QXO account, we can track the progress of the order, see the item details, and access the final receipt once the order is complete. Now let's head back to our job budget and see that the order was added to our committed costs column to indicate that we have placed the order and have costs committed for each of the line items. Now remember, you can also add items from the QXO Global Catalog to your JobTread catalog if you'd like to include them in your budget templates. Navigate to your catalog from the main navigation. Then click the Global Catalog button on the top right and select the items from QXO that you'd like to add to your catalog and your budget templates. Now don't forget to use the mass action to update costs from the Global Catalog once you add the items to a job budget. This ensures accurate and updated pricing. If you have any questions, contact your success manager or email support@jobtread.com and we'll be sure to help you out. Thanks!